Hello there and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. Last time out, we had many people coming out making statements for themselves, making names for themselves. And this time, we'll be looking to continue that trend, as in your main event this evening is a huge six-man tag team match featuring the leader of Imperium, flanked by his soldiers, Gunter. But before any of that though, we have some big business to attend to. Speaking of Imperium, we are opening this evening with a championship match. Ilya Dragunov, with his recent run of form recently, has been granted a title opportunity against Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods, who's also had some success defeating Cedric Alexander. Hasn't defended the belt yet. Is in need of defending it, and will do so against a very game Ilya Dragunov. This could be the beginning of the end for Xavier Woods in his first title defense. And what a title defense it will be, as flanked by the ever watchful eye of William Regal, Ilya Dragunov starts to make his way down to the ring, looking to reclaim championship success, having already held the Cruiserweight Championship. Dragunov knows what it takes to hold that belt. Is this Woods' opportunity to prove that he is not just a flash in the pan? Both men having overcome opposition recently. Xavier Woods defeated Cedric Alexander. Ilya Dragunov defeating the likes of Johnny Gargano and Dragon Lee. Putting his name in contention for a championship match, and has been granted. Big way to kick things off for FDW. Dragunov looking to become a two-time Cruiserweight champion. One of the few men to have held multiple championships in FDW. Well, not yet anyway, only having the one reign to his name. But his recent run of form, flanked by new management, one might say. Certainly not leadership, at least not at this stage. Leader of Imperium in the main event this evening, but to kick things off, Dragunov and Woods. Woods coming out the gate strong with a big modified suplex there. Kick to the back of Dragunov, and Woods has got to be aware of the stylings of Ilya Dragunov by now, that hard-hitting nature. As he will be all too aware. Dragunov now targeting the lower back of Xavier Woods before dumping him onto the back with a huge throw there, and then just those strong elbow strikes. And that is really Dragunov's MO, that hard-hitting nature, followed by a big deadlift suplex to the champion. Regal watching on intently, not needing to say a word. Having been managing his client well, Dragunov with a big running senton there. Most delayed, getting that hang time, dropping it on Xavier Woods. Woods needs to get in control now as Dragunov hits an underhook suplex. He feels firmly in control, but he can't allow that to go to his head, as it is the hubris that's been the folly of so many a superstar. Dragunov can't afford to squander this opportunity, as Woods reverses and slams Dragunov down to the mat, looks for a 1 count. And that will keep Dragunov on his toes. It may not have been enough to get the job done, but every time Dragunov needs to kick out, he needs to expend energy. Dragunov knows this too. As now Xavier Woods kicks out at 1. You've got to say it's advantage Dragunov so far, but Woods with the ring awareness to roll out of harm's way, hop back into the ring, and into the fireman's carry. Dumped off the top rope as Regal recoils in horror. 2 count, or only a 1 count from Woods, as Jimmy a little bit slow on the uptake there, as Woods thinks about a Shining Wizard or Insecurity off the second rope. Not quite the distance to make it connect, and Dragunov capitalizing, suplexing Xavier Woods, goes for the cover, only 1. Very much a match of quick covers here, both men looking to get the job done early. Dragunov looking to bring more gold home to the stable. Woods sees the uppercut coming and wisely sidesteps out of the way. Whipping Dragunov across the ring into the big back body drop. Woods in control. Dragunov rolling him through with a huge single arm deadlift dump there. Dragunov working the leg. Woods still with the power to kip up as both men start teeing off on each other in a test of strength. I think in a battle of pure striking prowess, it's got to go to Dragunov, but Woods, fair play, looking to go blow for blow with Ilya Dragunov. Not something you see every day, but Woods throwing hands just as much as Ilya Dragunov. A win for Woods here would help cement his legacy, as Ilya Dragunov wind-up punches Xavier Woods, dumping him down to the mat. Almost a lariat-style punch there. Jimmy being a little lenient with the rules with these closed fist strikes. Woods sees it coming with some great reversals. Hooks the leg into a package. Little pile driver there, and there's a 2 count, and that was very nearly 3. Package pinfall attempt, Dragunov to the outside. Woods, huge tope suicida. Count of 2 now, as they brawl on the outside. And for a cruiserweight match, this has been a very much smash mouth brawl type match. No flourishes, nothing pretty about it. As Jimmy getting in Xavier Woods' way there. Woods wanting to march Dragunov to the turnbuckle. Dragunov sees it coming and dumps a powerbomb on him. He calls for it. Calls for the crowd to be on his side. Hits a huge running uppercut. It was enough to take down Dragon Lee last time. Is it enough to dethrone Xavier Woods? The crowd are behind Xavier Woods, but you very much get the feeling that it's the beginning of the end. Woods needs to take control again as Dragunov reverses all of Xavier Woods' momentum into a quick suplex. Big knee to the side of the head. Looks like it's enough to bust Xavier Woods open. Dazed and confused now, is in the middle of the ring. Thinks about a reverse discus clothesline. Woods with a running drop kick, reversing the momentum of Ilya Dragunov against him. Takes control. Now striking at the arm, looking to remove any form of offense and power that he can. Xavier Woods once again in control. Quick strikes to the head. And there's the flourish. The comedy stylings of Xavier Woods. Woods not needing backup here this evening, but he may regret that decision as Ilya Dragunov hits a huge, massive boot. And the new FDW Cruiserweight Champion, once again, Ilya Dragunov. Almost with a black eye there. Wrenching back the Cruiserweight Championship. That is huge. A game performance from Xavier Woods. A game performance from Ilya Dragunov. That really could have gone either way. But tonight it was just Dragunov's night. Moving on now to women's singles action. Liv Morgan versus Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox picking a bit of a fight with Liv Morgan after a couple of episodes ago. Morgan just out of nowhere eliminating Tegan Nox from the Battle Royale in elimination, which in and of itself was an upset. Nox looking to go one-on-one with the woman who eliminated her. And Morgan more than happy to accept, proving that it wasn't just a cheap shot in what should be a fun match. Could be huge for Liv Morgan if she picks up a victory here against the founding mother of FDW. There she is, resplendent in Technicolor. FDW crowd getting their money's worth already here this evening with a championship match, and they also get to see one of the staples of FDW. It was confirmed last time out that at the Royal Rumble, Bianca Belair will be facing Fallon Henley, or taking on Fallon Henley in singles action, defending her FDW Women's Championship. And we will also be seeing next time out Drew McIntyre defending his World Championship against Seth Rollins. Speaking of Seth Rollins, he is involved in the six-man tag in the main event this evening. Seth with many duties on hand as both the #1 contender to the World Championship and the reigning TV champion. Tegan Nox to the top rope now. Flying crossbody to Liv Morgan, just taking her down on the outside, showing Liv what it takes to become an FDW legend. Fireman's carry from Nox. Liv wriggles out and reverses. We do also have more singles action ahead of us, as Karrion Kross will be taking on Ricochet, who we haven't seen in a while, in what is sure to be a fun match. Back between the ropes we go. Tegan Nox almost with a modified Arn Anderson spine buster there. Nox showing that she really is a student of the game. But Morgan able to reverse. Bringing her down to the mat and wrenching. What I think was a submission attempt, but Jimmy was in the way. Morgan walking over the back of Tegan Nox into the springboard. Hurricane Rana like there. And there's that ring awareness from Tegan Nox. Rolling to the outside, but Liv Morgan following up off the top rope with the cross body of her own. Anything you can do, I can do better, she says. As Liv Morgan's in control, this really has been a bit of a back and forth matchup. Perhaps Tegan Nox took Liv Morgan a little lightly as she hits a code breaker on the outside. Morgan just systematically taking Tegan Nox apart now. Tegan Nox can't afford to rest on her laurels. Yes, she's made herself an FDW legend, but does she tarnish her legacy? Liv Morgan breaking the count now, which got up to 7, wanting to get things done between the ropes, proving that she's not that kind of competitor. Big DDT there from Liv Morgan, as these blows to the heads have got to start taking a toll on Tegan Nox. It wouldn't be a women's match without a big brawl on the outside. The FDW faithful getting their money's worth here this evening. Into the ring we go. Oblivion from Liv Morgan out of nowhere as Tegan Nox was about to hit a huge punch onto Liv Morgan. And that's all she wrote. Liv Morgan with a big victory over Tegan Nox. And en route to the Royal Rumble, that's got to help somewhat. We have no idea who's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Liv may well find herself in the match. And a victory like that over Tegan Nox would certainly be helpful. Eyebrows raised in the women's division. Men's singles action, which could have Royal Rumble implications if these two men find themselves in the matchup. Karrion Kross versus Ricochet. I believe in Season 1 we saw these two go head-to-head on a couple of occasions and produce some absolutely stellar performances. Ricochet fallen from grace somewhat recently after losing the Cruiserweight Championship for a third time. Kross still a little cross that he was taking on Seth Rollins a couple of episodes ago, and then Gunther decided to interject himself in that match. Perhaps feeling like an afterthought, still yet to have that single success. A victory over Ricochet here this evening could help with that, as Ricochet himself is a bit of an FDW legend. As this really is a night for the FDW Legends. It'll be a great opportunity for Kross, but also an opportunity for Ricochet as well, to overcome a competitor like Kross, former champion in his own right, tag team champion. Ricochet looking to get back to winning ways. The crowd chants for Ricochet. And Jimmy calls for the bell. Big boot immediately from Kross, using his power and weight to his advantage. Immediately looking to put Ricochet in his place. Big trigger knee from Ricochet there. He looks to get things done early. Only a 1 count. That was ambitious there from Ricochet. Kross with a big suplex. And another, just throwing Ricochet around like a ragdoll. And there's that frustration from Karrion Kross. Still to come this evening, we have a huge 6-man tag team main event, as Gunther, alongside Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci, will be taking on the team of Seth Rollins, LA Knight and Tyler Breeze. LA Knight and Tyler Breeze forming a bit of a makeshift tag team as of late. Clearly not done with Imperium, but Kross now firmly in control, beating down on Ricochet. I am also just receiving word that as we look ahead to the Royal Rumble, the undisputed WWE Championship will be on the line. As over on Smackdown, Cody Rhodes has been dethroned by Randy Orton. And as he has done so, he's had to relinquish the undisputed champion. So that will be up for grabs, as in the Supremacy Triple Threat. All 3 men's world championships from all 3, or world champions from all 3 brands, will be fighting for that top prize to prove they are the very best of the best. Just who will be champion going into that match, we do not know, as Drew McIntyre will be defending in the show beforehand. So huge implications ahead of the Royal Rumble. All we know is that as it stands on SmackDown, Randy Orton is their world champion. And last week on Raw, there was a title change. Shinsuke Nakamura dropping their world champion, or dropping his world championship to Braun Strowman, as Ricochet looks to pin Karrion Kross now. Attention diverted back to the ring between these two. So it could be Strowman and Orton against Rollins or McIntyre Ricochet with a huge dive to the outside there. The Royal Rumble starting to look like a very, very promising pay-per-view. Count of 3 now from Ricochet. He targets the legs. This has been a solid affair. Another big knee there from Ricochet, using that momentum and that strong strike to just level Karrion Kross. Jimmy with a count of 6. Ricochet looks to head back between the ropes. Kross needs to think about getting to his feet. Over the top rope, Ricochet sends himself like a corkscrew. Cross body to the outside. Ref restarting the count now. Ricochet really using his high-flying style to his advantage here. Perhaps knowing that he can't quite meet the power of Karrion Kross as he hits an obscene head scissors from the outside, just spiking Karrion Kross, reversing the momentum mid-blow. Still to the outside once again. Super kick there from Ricochet. Count of 5. Actually wrenching at the legs of Karrion Kross, intent on doing injury to him. Not seen this aggressive nature of Ricochet, perhaps with an underhanded, looking for a count-out victory. Could it be? Count of 10.
Here is your winner, Ricochet.
Don't think we've ever seen that from Ricochet before. He was looking to get back to winning ways, but win by technicality, I suppose, is still a win. Seeing it more and more frequently here this season in FDW. Wrestlers happy to take a count-out victory. We're going to need to start having a word with the locker room. Speaking of the locker room, it's currently being lorded over by Imperium, as their stranglehold over FDW is getting stronger, with Ilya Dragunov claiming the Cruiserweight Championship. Kaiser and Vinci hanging on to the Tag Team Championships. It's a sight we haven't seen for quite some time. The founding trio of Imperium, Gunther, Kaiser, Vinci, on the same page.
The following is a
All too often we see Imperium marching side by side, but here they are marching firmly behind their leader. A leader who still has yet to prove himself this season, the only man in their stable yet to hold a championship. But Gunther is in line for a TV championship match. And he's made his statements clear against Seth Rollins in recent weeks, having interjected himself in that match between Rollins and Karrion Kross. Standing across the ring from him here this evening, you got to think he was watching last week, as he saw Seth Rollins mixing it up with Drew, Bronson and Roman. His presence ever lurking. Perhaps Gunther feels a little bit overlooked himself, that he should be in that main event scene, but quite frankly, he hasn't earned it. He has yet to prove that he can display the dominance needed to hang in the absolute upper echelons of FDW's World Championship division. But coming out first, the ever-dominant Seth Rollins. Your TV champion. which many people are arguing is currently the most prestigious championship in all of FDW, the most sought after. The point that Drew McIntyre is hoping to prove otherwise next week, where he'll be defending the World Championship against this man. Seth Rollins looks to become a two-time double belt holder, as he was the one to dethrone Bronson Reed at WrestleMania, losing it in his first championship defense. Perhaps the responsibilities of being a double champ just got to him. Will he be able to prove the naysayers wrong next week? But you can't deny that Seth Rollins has fulfilled his duties as television championship more than admirably this season. Taking on all comers, defending his championship, giving people opportunities whilst forging his own. As coming down to the ring, they are calling themselves the Body Warmers. Knight and Breeze. Unable to find success in singles action, have officially become a tag team. A point that I think that was proven after they beat down Ludwig Kaiser and Ilya Dragunov last time out. Should they win here this evening, it would certainly get their name to the front of the line for a tag team championship opportunity. But kicking things off in a bit of a preview here, Seth Rollins and Gunther. Rollins with a quick tag to Knight, and LA Knight versus Gunther in the ring. Now it is 6-man tag, it is 1 fall to a finish. Very traditional setup here. But the somewhat makeshift team of LA Knight, Tyler Breeze and Seth Rollins going against the unified front of Imperium. It's quite a way to make a name for yourself, and LA Knight's doing so by just grounding and pounding on Gunther, who's having none of it. Tag to Vinci, and Vinci still with a bit of beef with LA Knight. After their fantastic display against each other, Knight already busted open by Giovanni Vinci, no less. As Knight makes the tag to Rollins, needing to regroup, seeks the aid of the television champion. Knight looking to pin Seth Rollins here, which would be huge. Vinci maintaining wrist control as he hits the triple clothesline. Firmly in control. And it must be said that Seth Rollins really has been the MVP of FDW in recent weeks. Fighting at the highest level, propping up the mid-card. Surrounding himself with such glory. As he whips Ludwig Kaiser to his corner, LA Knight and Tyler Breeze watch on. And I believe it was the strikes from Gunther early on which caused LA Knight to be busted open. It was just Giovanni Vinci that needed to land the single blow. Again, just showing that aggression of the ring general must not be understated. Or perhaps LA Knight just bruises like a peach. Or bleeds like a stuck pig. Seth Rollins now beats down on Ludwig Kaiser. Swinging neckbreaker from Rollins. As Vinci pleads with Kaiser to make the tag, Kaiser looking to regroup so that he can hang with the best of them. Even Gunther calling for the tag. Kaiser having none of it, just wanting to get back to his own feet and do it on his own terms. That could be his downfall in this matchup here. Rollins now with the cover on Ludwig Kaiser. Vinci looks to make the save. Kaiser really feeling the effects. Breeze yet to join this matchup as Seth Rollins and the LA Knight are doing all the work. Knight just dumping Ludwig Kaiser as he calls for the crowd. Firmly on his side. Kaiser leaping to grab Gunter, who just flattens LA Knight. Seeking the support of the Ring General. LA Knight looks to get a bit of space, but Gunter just hunting him down like a shark. Having smelled blood in the water, blood in the air. Now just clobbers Seth Rollins and Tyler Breeze, particularly Seth Rollins, as LA Knight has Giovanni Vinci up for a fall-away neckbreaker there from the fireman's carry. Gunter running round to support his troops. Now firmly in control of LA Knight. Imperium with a count-out victory last time out. Surely they won't be looking to do things like that again. Gunter looks to get back between the ropes, taking Rollins down en route back to the ring. Knight looking to just slam Gunter, but Gunter having none of it, reversing into a DDT, and then drags him down to the mat, wrenching at the neck of LA Knight. Neither man from Knight's team needing to break up the pinfall. Breeze yet to make a difference in this matchup, as LA Knight gets Gunter up for a burning hammer. Not something you see every day. LA Knight looking to return the favour. The blow to the head. And there's the tag to Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze immediately into the clutches of Gunter, who takes a powerbomb. Gunter hooks the leg and Seth Rollins breaks the pinfall attempt. Gunter feeling strong now. Immediately bringing Tyler Breeze down a peg or two. Gunter asserting his dominance. The crowd chanting, not the face, not wanting to take away Breeze's gorgeous face. Has Breeze bitten off more than he can chew here? Looking to stand toe-to-toe with the Ring General, now finds himself isolated in the corner of Imperium. Gunter not needing a tag here, as Vinci and Kaiser step to the wayside, and Gunter just... I don't even know what to call that. Just disgraceful display on Tyler Breeze. And now the Ring General goes after Seth Rollins. Potentially huge running boot there from Gunter, who grabs hold of Tyler Breeze and just tees off those patented Gunter slaps and chops on the chest. Breeze looking for any offense he can get, perhaps looking to just get back into the ring and make a tag. Not wanting to be the legal man. But Rollins retaliating on Gunter, who I believe is busted open. Breeze just dodging the big strike there from Gunter into a dropkick. And Gunter busted open. That is going to be quite an angry Ring General right now, who reverses all the momentum of Tyler Breeze into a modified power slam. Gunter tags in Vinci. But Breeze sees it coming, uses the momentum into a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Will need to do more than that if he's going to pick up the pinfall. Insecurity from Breeze. Strike to the back. That's the most offense we've seen from Breeze all match, and likely will see from Breeze as he tags out into Seth Rollins. Breeze had really bitten off more than he could chew, and just as Vinci looks to take control of Seth Rollins, Knight with a quick sucker punch on Giovanni Vinci. Those two have had their own mini feud here in the dong measuring contest that is. Giovanni Vinci with the release powerbomb there. Hooks the leg of Rollins. LA Knight sees it coming and breaks it up. It's more so Knight and Rollins who've been a more cohesive unit here. Breeze very much the outlier. As Giovanni Vinci, kick to the gut, looks to get Seth Rollins up for that big spinning powerbomb. There it is. And will the weeks of battles take their toll on Seth Rollins? Breeze sees it coming and breaks it up. Taking one for the team as Vinci just follows through with a scoop slam and then just blasts LA Knight right in the mush. Big European uppercut there from Giovanni Vinci, turning his attention back to Seth Rollins with a big German suplex. And then targeting the leg of Rollins. He knows that's where the stomp comes from. Saluting the crowd. And wearing Rollins down here could be key. Rollins needs to be sensible here as he rolls her into a schoolboy kick. Rollins can't afford to get injured ahead of his world title match next week. Yes, he has duties to attend to as the TV champion, but how much is it going to take? Is it going to take too much out of Seth ahead of his championship match next week? And there's that dark side of Rollins choking Ludwig Kaiser down to the mat. Tagged to LA Knight now, and in comes the brawling guy himself. Knight wrenching up the leg of Ludwig Kaiser. As we look over to Imperium's corner, both Giovanni Vinci and Gunther busted open, bleeding for their match. Knight also busted open. This is a very bloody affair, as it really is a night for the FDW Legends. Ludwig Kaiser now whipping Tyler Breeze over to his corner. Kaiser tag to Gunther, as Tyler Breeze must now be feeling fairly clenched. He sees it coming and almost lying in wait, hits a big super kick to Gunther and has that caught the ring general off guard. Tyler Breeze with a beauty shot. This would be huge. Tyler Breeze hooks the leg of Gunther. Giovanni Vinci looks to break up the pinfall account, and I think Gunther was just caught off guard there by the napping Tyler Breeze. Playing possum. Is Breeze in control, or is this only going to anger the ring general? Breeze looking to throw Gunther to the outside, who clings on, and then he follows it up with a second rope drop kick. Breeze tags in Rollins. He knows that it's Rollins and Gunther. Well, Gunther is the one that Rollins wants. As the mad scramble has happened, Gunther and Rollins back to the ring. He dumps Seth Rollins off the top turnbuckle. Gunther targeted limb destruction on Seth Rollins' arm, or the palm of his hand. You'll feel that all the way up your wrist. Giovanni Vinci, now the legal man, looking to get his sucker punches in on Breeze and LA Knight. It's a back body drop onto Tyler Breeze on the outside, as LA Knight now looks to get in on the action against Giovanni Vinci. Takes control of the match away from Seth Rollins, and that may be their undoing. Miscommunication here between Rollins and his partners, as Seth Rollins hooks the arms and hits a pedigree onto Giovanni Vinci. It's enough to daze him on the outside. Seth Rollins, huge curb stomp to the outside. And this is really going to end in another count-out victory. Is this how Seth wants to do it? Count of 8. Vinci dazed on the outside and Seth just marching over to Gunter.
Here are your winners.
From one count-out to another.
Seth Rollins, LA Knights, and Tyler Breeze.
Well, I never. It was a very, very back and forth affair. But perhaps in a big middle finger to Imperium, making them lose at their own game. Seth and the Body Warmers stand tall. Well, one episode to go until the Royal Rumble. I'm very much looking forward to both of that. Next time out, Drew McIntyre will be defending his World Championship against Seth Rollins, who has momentum on his side after this week, and his victory last time out in the tag match. And at the Royal Rumble itself, we of course have the 2 Rumble matches, plus the Undisputed Championship will be on the line to become the Champion of Champions. And Bianca Belair will be defending her Women's Championship against Fallon Henley. I'm very much looking forward to both episodes of FDW Season 2. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.